Hello everyone, Sunset2 and welcome to another mod overview, this time on netherplus, a mod that adds netherite and a bunch of 1.16 snapshot related features to 1.14 and 1.12. There is a few differences though. Obviously since it doesn't naturally spawn in the nether, there is a dimension that adds the new features from the snapshot. And yes, we'll go through each sort of thing. We'll start with the tools and armour first, then we'll go to the dimension, and then go about any of the blocks. So obviously there is the ancient debris, which I'm pretty sure you do have to find in the nether, and should spawn at the same vein size, as well as have the same spawn rate as it does in the snapshot, at a guess. Other than that though, once you get it, you can then make a netherite ingot, which you can use to make the following tools exactly the same as a snapshot, and armour as well, with diamond and a netherite ingot next to it. You do also have a netherite block, which is just for storage or decoration purposes, and the ancient debris is used for a new dimension that acts like the nether, as you can see there. The netherite block can also be used for beacon bases, as seen in this image here, like so, and you also do have access to biomes and trees in the new dimension. I haven't come across them yet myself, but I will have to fly around a bit and find out. Otherwise though, we'll get to the tools and the durability, as well as the attack damage and attack speed that they should have. So the tools have 2031 durability, as well as varying attack damage and attack speed. Should be the same as the ones in the snapshot, but if not, then obviously they do differ. Obviously they are intended to be above diamond, but yeah, as you can see there. And the armour provides 1000 durability across all of them, and is above diamond, as you can see there. You can see with me taking it off, you can see some of the differences applied there. So I'm pretty sure that diamond on its own probably has 10, so that might be above it, because that's not at 20, so I'm assuming it should be most likely that diamond is 10, and you've got 5 higher than it, as well as 12 for the protection and, the armor toughness, I should say, besides the armor. Other than that though, they should be obviously enchantable, the same enchantments you'd expect. And there is obviously the flint and nether brick, which is just an igniter for the portal. It can't be used for anything else. So if you wanted to use it as a flint and steel of sorts, you can't. It's only for portal igniting purposes only. Otherwise, in terms of the netherite ingot working in the beacon, it doesn't. You're still using the regular materials to give yourself the effect. So yeah, and obviously I did try with a netherite block, and that doesn't create the portal at all, so keep that in mind. In the dimension itself, we do have some crimson stems as sort of platforms or veins of sorts, similar to, I guess, diorite, granite, and andesite sort of spawning. They are usually supposed to be part of a tree, but there is no leaves or saplings or such like that, so you're just getting crimson stems spawning like so. And you've got the others here, so you've got crimson stems, crimson nylium or nilium, I'm not sure, warp stems, warped nether blocks, and yeah, so you can obviously get the following as well of the vegetation, which should spawn in the biomes. In terms of using tools on these, we'll actually see what we get. So the nether one, yep, placing them, you can break them, with or without shears. You don't really need shears for these. You just easily pick them up. You can also put them on the corresponding one. They don't have to be on the biome specific one that they come from. You can also break these, you can use them for pretty much just decoration. There's no planks or leaves or saplings, like I said. They do have the grass sound effect, sorry, the dirt sound effect. The crimson one doesn't, but the warped does. I'm not sure if that is supposed to be the intended for the snapshot. I've only experimented with them for a bit, but yeah. Otherwise, the ancient debris should also be mined with a diamond pick or higher. It is a lot faster in this than it is in the snapshot, I'm pretty sure. Because with efficiency, obviously you'd get through it maybe a bit less than that, but with a diamond pick like this, you are breaking it a lot quicker in this mod than in the snapshot. So keep that in mind for comparison. If you do eventually come across 116, we do have, I'm assuming, different biomes or just different sky color. So we are in a crimson forest and we are getting those. There is biomes. Try flying around a bit though. I can't remember if pigmen are supposed to be in there. I know I don't need to compare it to the snapshot that much, but at least for comparison, if you were to use 116, obviously there might be a few differing things between that. The crimson forest here is large, it seems though, and there isn't always stems here. I might try above the nether too, because I don't know if we'll get some of the spores and other such. No, so nothing there either, which obviously does happen in 116. We'll try flying around a bit. Obviously the fog is quite thick due to the render distance I've got it set at. Let's see, we're in a warped forest now, and we can see some crimson still, it seems, unless the crimson's supposed to spawn here, I'm not too sure. Obviously the images are probably what it's intended to look like. I'm just not getting the generation to happen here, but it probably does in the actual biomes themselves, unless that's the goal and this is what's actually happening. I don't know. Obviously it'll be worked out eventually. It is still an early version of the mod. It's been created, so it will be worked on to reflect that eventually. But yeah, unless it does actually happen in the nether, but I'm assuming it's supposed to work in the actual intended dimension that I'm in right now. So nothing there. We'll just clear my inventory and we'll escape the dimension if possible. Or possibly not, so we'll just go to creative for this, get the ancient debris. Okay, so we'll want some netherite, and we'll want this, I want to escape real quick. And we should have it where we can have a look around for some ancient debris in the nether and see the spawn rates of that. See how that is. And also for comparison with the sky color, I guess, as well. So, some modded ores there. I'm assuming it is supposed to be underneath lava, like you'd expect in the actual snapshot, but I guess. Let's see. Can't see too much, obviously, when it comes to these. I always forget how to use the fill command too, so tricky. Let's see, not much here, it seems. Okay, so I might have to use the fill command. Let's see, 136 to 113 by, say, 100. Let's see, block, air. Empty? I'm not sure. Okay. Air. 16, 88, I'm not sure. Ah, okay, that's why. Yeah. Not a valid number. 1. Air is not a valid number. 0. I don't know. Okay, Minecraft air. Either way, it's probably not going to be the easiest to find, but I would assume it does spawn in the nether, because there is obviously no other way you can get it via crafting, and you have to obviously get the dimension to do that, unless it does spawn in loot. sources, which I haven't tested yet. Let's see, since we're in spectator, we can fly around and try and find a chest, hopefully, with it inside. This hasn't generated yet, so nothing there. Maybe, maybe not, I'm not 100% sure. I'm only going off of what I can based on the page and such, so yeah. Otherwise though, thanks so much for watching,